Teachers, today I wanted to share with you how we will be working with scheduling for next year. Starting next Monday, March 21st, we will be pulling out 11th graders first, then 10th graders, and then 9th graders will be pulled out after lunch. We will be sharing with them their student schedule that they will fill out and turn into us. Now this is where we start real deal scheduling, because we will be giving them the master schedule as well as far as what courses are offered, what period. And before we gave these to students, I wanted to share these with faculty so that you would be able to prepare yourself to answer questions from students after they get back from our session on Monday. I will be sending out the scheduling for you. We are going to be working with 8th graders. We'll be doing early bird scheduling again this year like we did last year. And we plan to have our juniors to be seniors scheduled before spring break if all goes well. And then we'll finish out the other schedules before then. Before I get into talking about the master schedule and the student schedule, I want to share this process. Putting together a master schedule is like putting together a big puzzle piece, and so it is taking input, and we've spent the last couple of months taking input from teachers, what worked this year, what worked last year, department numbers. We've updated the curriculum guide. We've asked for your numbers. Students have given us numbers. Students have done their sheets where they told us the class they wanted, and we've gone through those. We pieced together all those singleton classes so that they don't overlap as much as possible. There's just no way that there aren't going to be some that are going to overlap. We've run a ton of schedules through the master schedule to see if it works. I'm sure that we will find kinks, but we will correct those as we go. But as we give out the master schedule, I do want you to understand that I don't have final numbers on staffing yet. So we have not assigned necessarily the master schedule and who's teaching what and what period, your planning period, and all that. You'll be able to. Some of you will be able to tell from this, but this is not something that we're ready, because we don't have our final staffing numbers for next year. The schedule the master schedule that we will give to students will just have these. In the first column will be all the courses offered first period. The second column will be all the courses that are offered second period, and so forth. We do have honors classes titled collaborative classes. Those students will be scheduled by the EC department anyway. So we have not marked collaborative classes on here. Students will be given this sheet, and students will also be given their student scheduling sheet, in which they will tell us they will turn these back into their first period teachers. They will tell us their ACT scores if they've taken it, the courses they've taken in their career pathway. And please, if you have questions, their major is not the class they are taking. Remember, their major would be, if they are taking a horticulture class, then plant and land would be their pathway. So they need to talk with their pathway teachers on that. There's a section with some scheduling information that has some important information about dual credit and AP courses and STAR and vocational school. And then they will actually list the classes in order using the master schedule that they would like to take. We would like for career pathway advisors to sign this to make sure that we have them in the right career pathway class. We would like for parents to sign this as well. And then teachers, if you would like to initial by this, just to say that you've worked with the student and advised with the student. But when students have these completed, we would like to have them turned in to the first period teacher. And first period teachers, if you can help us keep track of which students have turned them in and which students have not, because they will need this sheet before they're going to be able to schedule. If they're going to be doing early bird scheduling, they have to have their sheet turned in ahead of time, and then we will put these in their folders that we will be using during scheduling time. One other thing that I wanted to note, that on the back of the scheduling form, we have all the career pathways and the courses listed so that they would be able to tell that what is in bold is the name of the pathway, and the courses are listed in order that they should be taken as well. We will have counselors set up at lunch for the next couple of weeks, and then as we get back from from spring break if students have questions. We do want to make sure that students have as much information as they can, and if parents have questions as well. It's one of the reasons that I wanted to give you this information now so that you would understand how the schedule was built and what the students will be given next Monday, because you know how excited they get about working with their schedule, and wanted you to have this information first. I will have this information if you are interested and you want to grab copies of either the student scheduling form or the master list that we will give to the students. I will have them copied on my desk in my office, and you're more than welcome to come and pick those up. Probably a good thing for you to have a copy of that on your desk, so that there are going to be some students who have those schedules that are going to be tough to piece together, and so they may need your help. And as teachers, you all are the best advisors when it comes to helping kids find the classes that are best for them. Thank you for all that you do, and if you have any questions, please see me.